It takes hard work to become good at anything in life. And here in North Africa, a Muslim boy is late for practice. Again.
اسم ديالي محمد العسكوري. الحياة ديالي كنقرا الكرة كتعجبني نتفرج لها واللعبة.
But while soccer may be a religion for some, for Muhammad, it's just a game.
دابا ماشي انا كنلعب الكرة زعما باش نكون لاعب ولا شي حاجة. القراية هي اللي أحسن.
You see, Muhammad is not a typical Moroccan boy. He has a rare talent for reciting the Quran, the holy text of the Muslim world.
ضروري كتكون عارفة هذه، كتكون حاجة معروفة حيت هي هبة من الله معروفة.
Muhammad has spent 3 years memorizing and practicing all 80,000 words of the Quran. It's an ancient art called tajweed.
جزاء من ربك عطاء.
1400 years ago, Muslims believe the angel Gabriel visited the Prophet Muhammad and gave him the wisdom of God to share with humankind. The angel instructed Muhammad to repeat God's words exactly as he had heard them. Muhammad recited the words so beautifully, they inspired his listeners to become believers. Today, this young Muhammad's task is to keep the sound of God's words alive. And tomorrow, he will recite for the first time at Tangiers Grand Mosque.
صافي يحرك يا محمد يحرك مزيان. الخرا يحسمنا التمر يا محمد ياك. هذا خصك تقرا مزيان.
كنضرب تمرة كنادم ما يقولش حتى يجرب. ولكن هو الهدف ديالو منا هو حنا نقراو وباش ما نخرجوش شهيدة في التمرة وصافي هادشي اللي كان.
Muhammad has spent thousands of hours perfecting his pronunciation of every word in the Quran.
تحس براسك باللي انت كتقرا وكتدبر في الآية. كندعي هو أنني نبقى دايما حافظ القرآن والصوت اللي عندي دابا يبقى لي دائما.
لا يملكون منه خطابا يوم يقوم الروح.
ولكن كلام الله سبحانه وتعالى راه يعني ما كاينش شي حاجه اللي في حاله. الكلام الخالق الاكوان كلها.
ولأخذنا ميثاقكم لا تسفكون دماء.
يدو هديه من عند الله سبحانه وتعالى فهمتي.
Tomorrow, when Muhammad recites, he must try to touch his listeners' hearts, to so move them with the beauty of his voice, they hear the voice of God. After 3 years of preparation, the day has come for Muhammad to share his gift. He has been given a rare honor to recite the Quran at Tangiers Grand Mosque.
اللي دخلت الجامع وكان العمر ديالي باقي صغير استجيب لي ربي ملي كنت باقي ما حفظتش القرآن واستجيبها ربي وحفظت القرآن والحمد لله.
Muslims have come from all over Tangier just to hear his voice.
إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب أترابا وكأسا دهاقا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا ولا كذابا إن للمتقين مفازا حدائق وأعنابا وكواعب.
هي حاجه معروفه لان انا ما كتشوف الولد ديالك يتلو القران واحد التلاوه جميله، يعني سبحان الله لا بدا الانسان كيتاثر. راه الانسان كيبدا كيتبكى كيفوت الدموع من العين ديالو. هذه حاجه معروفه طبيعيه.
As Muhammad recites, the purity of his voice reveals the holy book's deepest truths. So moving the faithful, they feel the presence of God.
الإيمان هو كيكون في القلب، هادشي اللي عارف أنا. الإيمان في القلوب دمنا له صار كلمة الإيمان.
والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون علينا حسابهم صدق الله العظيم.
In nearly every religion, prayer is at the heart of worship.
Praiseworthy and glorious and exalted above all forever.
We may bow our heads, bend our knees, clasp our hands, or close our eyes. We have countless ways to connect with the divine. Every one of them a sacred gesture. For, as many great spiritual teachers have said, it's not enough to just believe. You have to live your faith, commit to its path, and practice. It's called the Holy Land for a reason. For centuries, Jews, Christians, and Muslims have come here to practice their faith. And their faith has often torn them apart. But there is a form of spiritual practice here that has the power to bring people together.
I'm not a religious person myself. But if you ask me to choose a faith, that would be music.
Like prayer, music can open our hearts. And the members of Israel's Polyphony Orchestra believe it can do even more than that. 8 18-year-old Hagit is Jewish. 17-year-old Mais is Muslim. War divided them until violinist Nabil Aboud Ashkar brought them together.
Polyphony gives us a way to communicate and create together. You just need to care enough and work to make it happen. We should have the same sense of the tempo, each and every one, so that everything goes together, okay? Let's listen more carefully to the other parts as well. 1, 2.
Nabil believes playing music is a spiritual exercise, a shared ritual. If his orchestra is to play together as one, they must rise above decades of conflict.
It's too fast, too loud, not together. Once again.
That takes faith, and faith takes practice.
Bravo. זה התחלה של היצירה.
Polyphony is preparing for a concert in Jerusalem. It is the city at the heart of the conflict that has long raged between Muslims, Jews, and Christians.
I think people are really afraid from each other, and they don't want to get to know the other side.
People have prejudices from both sides. Maybe they're gonna hurt my family or hurt me. When we practice together, we forget about all this and work together as humans and as musicians.
There's a lot of empathy developing. There's a lot of curiosity. They want to learn more about each other. Through music, the other becomes part of who you are.
When you feel a little bit comfortable with the playing, you start to make jokes about each other. And when you make jokes, you start to be friends, and it comes together, I think.
We didn't think about it. We have to be friends. It just happened. She's really great, and I really love her.
Bringing Polyphony to a concert in Jerusalem, I really hope that the audience can change their mind about each other, even if it's just a small amount.
A rare event is beginning. Jews, Muslims, and Christians have gathered here together. They've come to hear Polyphony play.
When you're on stage, putting all your heart into this music, it's a feeling full of joy and hope and peace.
We, as human beings, have the power to organize. We have the power to be creative. We have the power to get people together and work together. If you let the music introduce people to each other, they will open their hearts, their minds, and will listen better to each other. they see a new reality. And once they have a different image of the other, you cannot undo that.
Coming up on Belief.
I can't leave my family. I just can't do this.